Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over this 2021 Nissan Kicks SV, but I would like to give a special thanks to HGreg Nissan for providing me with this 2021 Nissan Kicks. If you're in the market for a Nissan Kicks, you can come check out HGreg Nissan and ask for Jared. He'll get you into a new, used, or pre-owned vehicle. But let's get into the review here of the Nissan Kicks. Let's start off underneath the hood here. This has Nissan's 1.6 liter four-cylinder. It makes 122 horsepower, 114 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with a CVT transmission. And as the Nissan Kicks sits, it weighs 2,700 pounds. Fuel economy is rated at 31 in the city, 36 on the highway, and 33 combined. From this 1.6 liter, it does get really good fuel efficiency, like I mentioned for this 1.6 liter here. But shedding the hood here of the Nissan Kicks, I do like this exterior color here. And Nissan, they do offer this V-Motion grille here with the black trim. Looking at the Nissan emblem there, this does house the dynamic radar cruise control. This does have pedestrian detection, also with emergency braking. Look at the headlights here. They're going to be a halogen projector with an automatic low and high beam with an incandescent turn signal. If you guys go for a top trim level, Nissan will throw in full LED headlights. So they did change up the front styling here for 2021. I do like this bar here at the front fascia here of the Nissan Kicks. But I want you guys to comment down below in the comment section, what do you think about the new updates for the Nissan Kicks? Overall, I think this is a handsome subcompact SUV here. But let's take a look at the side profile of the Nissan Kicks. So looking at the side profile here of the Nissan Kicks, I started with the tire and the rim design here. These are a 205/55 Firestone tire. They're wrapped in a 17-inch rim design. For 2021, Nissan says they updated the 17-inch styling here. I like the way this looks with the exterior paint. Of course, it wouldn't be an SUV without the cladding here. The wheelbase for the Nissan Kicks is at 103.1 inches with an overall length of 169.1 inches. Up top here, Nissan does throw in these crossbars here. There's these aluminum painted roof rails here as well. And back here at the rear of the vehicle, there's this floating roof design. But let's take a look at the rear of the Nissan Kicks SV. Looking at the rear of the Nissan Kicks, starting out with these taillights here, they're going to be an LED combination with an LED brake light, with an incandescent turn signal, with an incandescent reverse light. There's some badging back here, which is the Nissan emblem. There's the Kicks name, which is spelled out. There's the SV badge. There's rear parking sensors, and down here is going to be one visible exhaust tip. There is a standard backup camera, of course. Open up the cargo back here. Nissan does not offer a power lift gate, but once you have the seats folded up, Nissan says you get 25.3 cubic feet of space. Once you fold down the second seats here, Nissan says you get 32.3 cubic feet of space. And underneath here is going to be a spare tire instead of a fix-a-flat kit. Sitting inside the interior of the 2021 Nissan Kicks SV. Looking at this interior here, this does have a black interior, which looks really nice. They added this 8-inch display for 2021. But shutting the door here of the Nissan Kicks. To start off the Kicks, foot on the brake, and the start-stop button is down here. Like I mentioned, this 8-inch display is for 2021. It does offer Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Looking at the key fob, here's the same Nissan key. It does have remote start, lock and unlock, a panic button. The key does feel nice and sturdy. You can put this in your purse or in your pocket. Looking here, there's this half LCD display here. You can customize the screen to show you different stuff. It's telling me if the door is open. Let me shut the door really quick. Once the door is closed, you guys can see there is this digital RPM layout there. You can customize that by using a pad here. It does show you what's playing once you have your Apple connected or your Android phone. Also, what you've been averaging. Also, your driver support and whatnot. So you can customize this LCD display there. Looking at the driver's assistance really quick, this does offer blind spot monitoring, emergency braking, parking aid, and also driver attention alert and a timer alert as well. Looking at the steering wheel here, I like the flat bottom design here. This does have adaptive cruise control. Their voice command is here, the option to answer the phone there, a sync track, and a back button. Also, the volume controls is there. This is a manual tilt telescoping wheel. It does offer a good amount of range and adjustability. Over here is going to be the headlight and turning signal stock, and the wind wiper stock is going to be over here. It is automatic up, automatic down, only for the driver and passenger, but not for the rear windows. There's this chrome door handle there. I like this cloth material here. Nice grab handle. Down here is going to be additional storage and cup holder. Over here, like I mentioned, this is push button start. There's electronic parking brake, auto hold. There's a USB-C, a USB port, a 12 volt. My iPhone 12 Pro Max does fit fine here in this little storage area here. In front of the shifter, putting the kicks into reverse, looking at the backup camera, it does offer a good resolution, does have trajectory, front and rear parking sensors. Kicking over here to drive, there's even a low mode here in the transmission. This does house that CVT transmission. This does have a single zone climate control here. Like I mentioned, this 8-inch display is standard on the SV and top trims. There's going to be some hard buttons here, which is menu, the phone button there, audio, sync track. There's a volume and tuning knob here. You can also access the cameras if you would like to turn off the trajectory lines. You can also brighten and dim the screen here if you would like. There's settings, a back button. The Apple CarPlay here, as you guys can see, is fast, it's responsive. Open up the Google Maps here. It does take up the complete screen there. Like I mentioned, Nissan did add this for 2021. This material on the dashboard, it does have a nice touch to it. I like the way that it actually looks as well. It looks like little diamond or little dot patterns here on this texture of the dashboard. The dashboard up here is going to be a hard touch plastic, but that's the area that you're not going to be touching a lot. Looking at the glove compartment, it does offer a good amount of storage there. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable. Even though they're cloth seats, they're not the NASA inspired gravity seats that Nissan offers, but they do hold you in place. They are supportive. And above, there's no standard sunroof or a panel sunroof. It's going to be incandescent lighting throughout the cabin. Right there, down here is going to be 2 cup holders. You can adjust the cup holders if you would like. So if you have a bigger drink from like 7-Eleven or something, you can have it deeper in the cup holder well there. If you want to have it closer to you, you can just pull these little flaps down to have the drink closer to you. This center armrest here is going to be nice and padded. There's some stitching here. It does offer a shallow amount of storage. I'm really surprised to see that there's no 2-tier storage here on the center armrest here of the Nissan Kicks. But overall, Nissan did a really good job here with the refresh of the Kicks. I do like this 8-inch display that comes standard on the SV trims. So getting into the back seat here of the Nissan Kicks, shutting the door here. This is where I have the seat to drive. I'm only 5'8". Nissan says you get 33.5 inches of leg room. There's going to be 2 USB ports back here. Nissan keeps them covered with this rubber piece here. There's going to be 1 mat pockets back here for storage. The floor is not flat, but you can sit a middle passenger here in the middle seat. And I'm surprised to see that Nissan doesn't offer an armrest, but they do give you 2 cup holders here in the actual door panels. Looking here, I do have a decent amount of headroom. I'm only 5'8". But overall, the back seat of the Nissan Kicks is not a bad place to spend time. So starting off in the 2021 Nissan Kicks, this is the SV trim. This has Nissan's 1.6 liter. It makes 122 horsepower and 114 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with a CVT transmission. Let's talk about fuel economy really quick. It gets 31 in the city, 36 on the highway, and 33 combined. So it does get really good fuel efficiency from this 1.6 liter. Great visibility out of the Nissan Kicks. The steering feel is direct. You can feel what the front tires are doing. Since it's the SV model, it does come with blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, forward collision warning with pedestrian detection, and it does offer adaptive cruise control. I tested out Nissan driver's assistant. It works really good. One of the best driver's assistants that I tested. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable. I like the way that they feel. They're not the leather seats, they're the cloth seats, which they still feel pretty good. Like I mentioned, they're supportive. With this having the CVT engine, the CVT transmission, it's responsive. It doesn't drone into the cabin. Once you put your foot to the floor a little bit, that's when you start to hear the CVT drone into the cabin. But this is a nice family car if you have a small family. You do get really good cargo. Once you have the seats folded up, you get around 25.3 cubic feet of space, which is not bad for this subcompact SUV here. I do like the exterior styling. Nissan, they updated the front fascia. They gave it a bigger grille. Inside the interior here, it does have this 8-inch display. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is really nice. And I do like that that they're offering that, because some other competitors may not even offer Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. But just driving the Kicks, it's quiet in it. It's quiet in this interior. I don't hear any road noise or any cars from outside. You guys hear what the beeping sound is? That's for the blind spot monitoring to let me know that there's someone next to me. But I do have really good visibility out of the Kicks here. There's no complaints. It does have a really smooth ride quality. Like I mentioned, the steering is direct. This thing does get really good fuel efficiency from this 1.6 liter 4-cylinder. But overall, just driving the Kicks is really good. The engine is peppy around town, so if you guys basically commute through the city or you want to get on the highway, the engine is really peppy. Once you put your foot to the floor, the CVT does kind of like drone into the cabin, but it's not a deal breaker for me personally. But the purpose of the CVT is basically to get really good fuel efficiency, which the Kicks offers. Like I mentioned, 31 in the city, 36 on the highway, and 33 combined, which is really good fuel efficiency for this subcompact SUV here. But overall, I don't have no complaints from the Nissan Kicks. It drives really good, and it can be a really good daily driver, especially if you're looking to put your family in the Nissan Kicks. So after spending time with the Nissan Kicks, starting price here is at $21,300. With the options and accessories, the Nissan Kicks took us for $23,260. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. But be sure to follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you all in the next video.